Hello, hello, hello. I'm so excited to have you here today. I talked to so many people and they all want to know, excuse me, they all want to know how to build generational wealth. But they're between a rock and a hard place because most of the men I talk to have a 9 to 5 and then they have kids and a wife and stuff to do after work. Most of the women I talk to, honestly, a lot of them are agents and they're running around town like a chicken with their head cut off already. So the people that I talk to on a regular basis are battling time every single day. They don't have enough time to enjoy, a book, like an actual enjoyable book, not just a business book. They don't have time to take a leisurely walk with the kids or the dog. They have to take like an on-purpose walk, and we have to get back because we have to leave for this and we have to do that and we have to do, it's such a struggle for so many people to find the time, to actually carve out the time to go look at houses, to make offers, and to do deals. And one thing that they tell me on every call that I take is that they think it's going to take a long, long time to build up a real estate portfolio. Like, they want to go ahead and learn the process and the systems and the strategies and everything now. And my people want to build their portfolio in their spare time. They want to do their job. They eventually want to replace their job, but they're not trying to go out and bang their head against a wall to get every single deal all the time. They want to figure out how to make it flow with the rest of their life. They want to build that generational wealth, like they have a burning desire to have a portfolio to be able to pass on to the kids. They really want to be teaching the kids while the kids are young, maybe early teenagers, maybe late teenagers, maybe early 20s, but they want to start teaching them to invest. A lot of my people didn't grow up as investors, but they want their kids to grow up as investors, and they want to be able to actually, when they pass, they want to be able to continue that legacy and hand something of value to the kids. They just don't want to hand over a bunch of debt. They don't want to hand over a bunch of headaches. They want to make their life here worth it. They want to make something of themselves. They want to be able to pass it on to their kids. They want to instill a sense of pride and a sense of ownership and that spark of entrepreneurship. They want to give their kids all of that. But they're struggling with the time. And it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to struggle and fight for the time. There's things that you can do. You can listen to me in the mornings when you're getting ready for work. You can substitute a Mad Men Netflix marathon for all day long listening to me. And I know I'm not as entertaining as Don Draper and the rest of the gang. But when you watch Netflix, those people are getting paid and you're not. When you spend a day watching me or spend a day with me, you've put an investment in your time and your money in that, but you can also take what you learn and take what I have given you and take my experience and my bumps and my bruises, and you can take that home. You can take that to your area. You can take that to your kids. You can pass that knowledge on. You can pass that knowledge on. You can pass that experience on to your sellers, and you can pass it on to your tenant buyers. You can make money from that. It's a couple hours a day. It's a couple hours a week. It's a weekend here or there. It's really not a lot of time, and it can be so fruitful for you. I mean, just bounties. riches that you don't even know about are out there, but you do need to put in a little bit of the time to get there. I spoke to a lady this morning, and she told me that she is a regular agent and she hates it. Nobody told her how hard it was going to be or how difficult it was going to be or how much competition there was going to be. And she knows that eventually she wants to be an investor. She wants to have a rental portfolio. She wants to have that generational wealth that she can pass on to her kids. But she's got some difficulties that, she just graduated with her bachelor's, and if this real estate thing doesn't start to work like fast, she's going to get a job and be a teacher in the fall. But she's got a mountain of student debt. She's got credit card bills. She's got regular household bills. She's got 2 kids. She doesn't know how to fit that time in together. And she's figuring in 5 or 10 years she'll have at least 1 or 2 rental houses. But guys, that's where the time is really going to kill you. Like, I know it feels like you've got a lot right now and you don't have time to get it done. But trust me, if you can carve out just 30 minutes a day, an hour a day right now, and you can really put the practice in that you need to talk to the sellers, to learn how to get past a no, to deal with some negotiation issues, to set up your team, to set up your portfolio. And it needs to be a regular thing. It takes 21 days to create a habit. So you need to dedicate an hour to stuffing letters, posting on Craigslist, posting on Facebook, calling FSBOs on Zillow, finding FSBOs in your area. You really have to commit to that, just like you committed to getting a bachelor's degree. Just like you committed to getting your driver's license. Just like you committed to your spouse. You have to commit to building generational wealth. I can teach you as much as I know, but it's not going to do anything if you don't take it and go practice it and go do it and carve that time out. Because if you spend an hour a day now, you're going to gain days in the future. Days in the future, okay? Because I've been there. I've been new. I've been running myself to death. I've been struggling to carve out the time. I've been dedicated to it. I did as many deals as I could possibly do. I crashed and burned a couple different times. I'm not going to tell you that I didn't collapse in the floor of the kitchen, bawling my eyes out. Definitely on one occasion, but I'm kind of blaming that on the champagne that night too. But anyway, I've been there. I've been between the rock and the hard place. I've been where I had to give up certain things like Mad Men marathons to dedicate myself to real estate investing, to getting the deals done. And 3 years later I've done like 50-something deals, to whereas in 3 years I don't have to run myself ragged anymore. I worked hard for 2 years. And now I'm 32 and I get to do whatever I want. I get full days off if I want it. I can take weeks off if I want it, because I put in the time early. And you can do it too, guys. Do not wait 5 or 10 years to get your first rental house. If you can get that house now, you could have it paid off free and clear in 5 or 10 years. What would that do for you? What kind of relief would that be if you had a house free and clear in 5 years instead of waiting to get started in 5 or 10 years? That's 5 or 10 years that you lost. You want to talk about some time? Lost time is lost money, lost opportunities, lost lessons. Like, you think you can't afford or get an hour now? You're really not going to be able to do it in 5 or 10 years, because you're going to have other obstacles, other mountains to climb, and you're going to look back and say, gosh, why didn't I do that way back in 2017 when I said I was going to? I don't want that to happen to you. You have time. You might have to make some sacrifices. In 2014, I spent a week every single month in Jacksonville, Florida. 10 hours away from my friends, from my family, from my boyfriend, from everything I really wanted to do. But I did it in 2014 so that in 2017, I can take weekend trips to go to all the baseball tournaments I want to. Now, I don't really want to go, but I'm going, all right? I can take weeks and go to the beach just because husband woke up and decided that he wanted to go to the beach this week. All right, fine, let's go. I have all the time now so that if I want to go buy a house, I can. If I want to go flip a house, I can. If I want to coach, I can. Because you have that opportunity also. It doesn't matter if I have it or if I like it or what I'm doing. It matters what you're doing, what time you'll put in right now so that you can have big times later. You can have fun times later. You can have profitable times later. I saw somebody the other day posted, and they were poking the bear a little bit, I think. They said, you don't have an hour, or you don't have 10 minutes to fill out my survey, but you have 10 to 15 hours a week that you can scroll through Facebook. Ooh, I spend a lot of time on Facebook, y'all, and that hurt me. I've probably got some time now that I could be doing some other things. I could be doing more deals. I could be doing more videos for my students. I could be doing lots of stuff, but I'm wasting time. And that's something you can't get back. So if you want to create generational wealth, you have to buy the houses. Having a 9 to 5 isn't something that you're going to pass off. Now, you might have a business and you could pass that off. But people tell me every single day that they want to buy houses to create the generational wealth so they can pass the houses off to their kids. Or so that they can buy houses now and retire earlier. Maybe instead of retiring when you're 65, you can back it up and retire when you're 45. That's 20 years of time that you're going to gain, that you can spend with your husband, you can spend it with your kids, you can spend it with your grandkids. A little bit of time now creates huge amounts of time in the future. And you don't need to waste this time now. Put in the work, pull up your bootstraps, put your overalls on, put your hat on, put whatever it is you need to put on, and go out there and buy the houses. Because buying the houses now is what's going to create your generational wealth that you can pass on to the kids, and putting the little bit of time in now is what's going to equal great amounts of time in the future. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're ready to get started, let me know that too. You can send me a message here on Facebook. You can go to whitneynicely.com and just let me know that you're ready to get started. I love action takers. I'll tell you this too. The lady I was speaking to on the phone this morning that I told you she was thinking it was going to be 5 or 10 years, she had a laundry list of questions and concerns, and she wanted to play the what if game, and she had doubts and fears, and I get it, all right? we've all got questions. We've all got doubts. We've all got fears. We've all got a bad story that either happened to us, happened to our friend, or we read it on the internet, and it's got to be true there, right? But at some point, I told this lady today that I wouldn't work with her. I don't take everybody into my program. I only take people who are really ready, who are ready to put those doubts and fears on the shelf. Keep them. I got it. I understand. I'll help you work through them. A lot of times, just going through the videos in my course will help break down those doubts and fears without me actually having to address every single one of them. Sometimes going through a deal and getting a contract and going through that process helps eliminate all your doubts and fears. Maybe not all of them, but the big ones on the surface. But I told that lady that she wasn't ready to take action. She wasn't ready to take action with me. She wouldn't be ready to take action with her sellers. She just wasn't in a place where she was ready to get started. And I told her, I can't help everybody. Just like I can't buy all of the houses. I am training other people to go out into their area and buy the houses, but you have to be ready to take that first step. You have to be ready to take that leap of faith. You have to be ready to carve out, 10 to 15 hours a week, not on Facebook, not on Netflix, not on whatever else it is that you do that eats up a good portion of your time. But I told that lady I wouldn't accept her into the program right now. And she asked, could she do some more research? Could she do something? Is there something that she could do to prove to me that she was ready to take this step? And I'm going to tell y'all, just like I told her, you can research lease options, you can research landlording, you can research laws, you can research real estate, you can research the fire out of anything that you want to research, all right? YouTube, Google, Bing, Yahoo, Vimeo, you could probably learn anything and everything that you wanted to learn right there. But the problem is you get so scattered in learning all of that stuff that you end up wasting your time there. And that's what one of the things that my program gives you is it gives you a path. Do this, do that, say this, don't say that, fill this out, turn that into the attorney, do this like that. And it gives you some accountability. Even in the group, we're all cheering for each other. We're all cheering for you. We all want to see everybody be successful, create that generational wealth, and not waste any time. But you have to be willing to do that for yourself right now. And I did not feel like this lady was ready to give me and the program the time that I require to be able to get the houses bought, to be able to talk to the sellers, to be able to get the deal done. So I told her that, she could research anything and everything she wanted to. And I've got, if you put my name in out there's probably pages and pages of stuff that you can find out about me, find out about my history, find out about, everything probably. But researching doesn't build generational wealth. It makes you spin your wheels. You feel like you're really busy, but you're not actually taking any strides towards your goals. And I want people that are going to take what I can give you, because I can't give you everything. They're going to take what I can give you. They're going to take it out to their market. They're going to try it. They're going to tweak it. They're going to turn it. But they're going to keep going with it. And I felt like this lady had too many stops along the way. And I feel like she was going to stop and put it in park and possibly get out of the car and abandon it on the side of the road. You can get to a stop sign. You can turn left, you can turn right, or you can go straight, but you have to keep going. You have to keep going, guys. You can't put it in park and get out and abandon it, because that's not going to get you to your generational wealth, and that's going to just waste even more time. You put it off, you put it off, you put it off, you're going to end up with nothing. And that's not what I want for you. I want you to get to a stop sign, ask me what's going on, ask me how to get past it, ask me if we should go left, right, or straight, and then I want you to move. I want you to take massive action. If you mess up, fine, but keep going. Go to the next stop sign, go to the red light, go to the next whatever, but keep that car in drive and you keep on going. Keep going. Don't quit. Whatever you do, don't quit, because that's the best way to make sure nothing changes. If you're here right now and you don't have anything to pass on to the kids, and you don't do anything, you don't shift, you're still going to have nothing to give the kids. But if you're here right now and you don't have anything to give the kids and you jump, you're going to try. You're going to get it done. You're going to move past the fears and the doubts and the dilemmas and the drama and all of that crap. Because you really want that generational wealth. And you don't want to waste the time that you have here. You want to gain that time on the backside for a little bit of time right now. And you can do it. I know you can do it. I've seen other people do it. I've done it. It wasn't as easy as, some people want to lead you to believe. I'll tell you right now, buying real estate is risky. It is hard. It is sometimes dirty. It is sometimes stinky. But it is worth it to have that pride of ownership, to have that gift. Not just a little dinky trinket gift, but that actual ever-flowing gift to give your kids. It's an hour of time now for a lifetime of presence, of free-flowing money, of security, of protection, of providing for the future, of all sorts of different things, independence. I mean, there's so many different things that you get from owning real estate and buying houses and moving up the ladder into apartments and mobile home parks and then note buying. And it's a never-ending thing, guys. You buy land, you buy houses, apartments, you buy notes, and then you get into buying businesses. And, it's never-ending. It's a stair step. But you have to take that first step. You have to get that first contract. You have to put it in your mind that this is what we're doing and this is how we're doing it, and I'm going to be amazing at it. And once you make that shift, there's no stopping you. The lady I talked to this morning, she hadn't had that shift. And I told her that you can research anything you want to, but it's usually something that happens in your life. And you get, down deep. You get mad. You get frustrated. You get tired. You get overwhelmed. And you know in the back of your head that you should have taken me up on my offer. You should have gone to see that seller. You should have bought that house, and everything would have been different. And I told her that when she has that moment in her life that she decides that I can't take this anymore, I need a better life, I need to provide for my children, I need to quit wasting time, that's when you call me. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be preaching real estate forever and ever, amen. But the sooner you get on the train, the longer the ride. So I fully expect something to happen to her, and I'll be in the back of her mind over the next week or two. And she'll call or she'll send me a Facebook message and she'll say, "You were right, I wasn't ready then, but this happened yesterday. And I've got to do it. There's no other choice." If that's you, if you're in that boat right now, there's no other choice, this has to happen right now, get started right now. If you're in my program right now, get started. If you've got a call booked this afternoon, I want you to be prepared to get started this afternoon. If you have a call booked tomorrow, I think I have 2 calls in the morning. If you're watching this right now and you're expecting a call in the morning, go ahead and send me an email and say, just send me the invoice, Whit. Let's get started now. Because honestly, guys, I hadn't thought about this until right now, but if you have a call booked tomorrow and you go ahead and say, let's just do it today and pay up, I'll trade that hour for a one-on-one hour in the program. That's pretty cool if you think about it. So instead of going through and saying yes, 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 go ahead and say yes now, and we'll turn that hour into an actual consultation. That's pretty cool. Can I do that? I guess I can do that. All right, well, if you have any questions, if you feel like you're stuck, if you do need to book a call, or you do want to just get started, then send me a message or go to whitneynicely.com. Let me know what you're stuck on. Let me know that you don't want to waste time. Let me know that you're ready to build generational wealth. I'm here to help you. You need me to help you. I've been through the beginning stages with land, houses, and apartments. I will get you to that next stage. So let's do it together. Go to whitneynicely.com and let me know that you're ready to get started, and I'll get you in, get you moving just as fast as we can. Y'all let me know if you have anything. Don't waste time. Start creating your generational wealth right now. Bye, y'all.